Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Just out here on a little walk with DJ, trying to find a little quiet spot. Even though it's got a lot of walk paths and stuff, there's a lot of cars going by. I just want to let you guys know what's going on this week. We're gonna have a pretty busy week this week. Got a lot of things going on. We plan on trying to share that with you as much as possible. So if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate the thumbs up. Please go ahead and do that too. And something we haven't mentioned in a while is hit that notification bell. There's probably gonna be about 5 or 6 videos in the next 10 to 12 days, which is pretty high for us because we got a lot of things we gotta get done, and we decided we're gonna try to share that with you guys as much as possible. But as I said, so I'm gonna walk here with DJ this morning, and if you caught the last video, you might have saw the part where Peggy was talking about reclaiming her independence. I'm proud of her. You know, I drive Peggy around. We had the single vehicle, we had the large truck, and Peggy is looking into getting something, a little small little get around kind of car, so she can just go places without having to have me out there in the parking lot waiting on her and stuff like that. Because even though I try not to rush her, she feels like I don't want to leave Donald out there too long by himself doing nothing. So she just want to be able to just go into the stores and the shopping or whatever she want to do on her own without having to worry about me. And I appreciate that. I can't remember the last time Peggy and I have been car shopping. I really can't. I can't think of what time. We might not have ever been car shopping together. We might not have ever been car shopping. So this is gonna be interesting for me and for her, and hopefully for you guys as well. I'm just watching DJ over here. I don't know what he's doing. So we're gonna go ahead and head back. So before we get started today, I just wanna share a minute with DJ with you guys. And make sure you look out for the part where him and the squirrel have a stare down. A stare down contest with a squirrel. Usually you think the squirrel would run, but not this time. So all right, fam, here's a minute with DJ, then we'll see you in the truck.
Good morning, family.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Peggy.
And I'm the Don.
And welcome to a new vlog. So today, fam, Donald and I are going to look for a car, right? Now, there's a big problem. And cars shouldn't cost as much as they cost, right? Cars should just not, some cars cost as much as a house for some people, right? And I'm just like, I don't want to do it, right? So I need a car just to get me from point A to point B. So when we moved into this complex, they assigned us 2 parking spots. So we already have the 2 spaces. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, every time you move to a place, you have to pay for parking and stuff like that. But with this place, it was kind of included in the rent, right? So we have the 2 parking spaces. So that won't be an issue. The issue is, so Donald and I have been talking about what car would be a good fit for me. I only need the car to go to the grocery store and maybe run an errand, like go to the post office or something like that. That's all I would need the car for. But no, I'm saying like, and then with that, I could get my independence a little bit because this truck is kind of intimidating for me because it's so big, right? You would think I'm not a good driver to start off with. I know what my faults are. Trust me, I'm not a good driver, and we know this, and we laugh about it all the time. Well, not really. I laugh and Donald fusses, but
there you go.
Normally how the process goes is I'll see a car that I like, I'll take a picture of it, and I'll be like, Donald, what kind of car is this? And he said, oh, that's a such and such. Can I have that car? And he was like, sure. And he goes, he gets it, and he brings it home. That's what works for us. Y'all know what happened to my Juke. I ain't gonna even go back over that no more.
Goodness, boy.
But that was but that was my favorite car. That was my favorite car, the Juke. The Juke was my favorite car. But anyway, so we were shopping the other day, and this car caught my eye. Do you remember what it was?
It was a little Hyundai.
A Hyundai?
Yeah, a little Hyundai Santa Fe, I think it was.
Right. And I was like, oh, that's a nice car. We could probably get that for less than $15,000. And Donald laughed and he laughed and he laughed. He's like, baby, cars don't cost like that no more.
You know what? This reminds me of a story because about 6 or 7 years ago, Peggy asked me to trade in one of her cars and stuff. And Peggy don't care about like brands and always having the shiniest and newest and stuff like that. She just want to make sure it stays reliable.
That's it. That's what I'm looking for. A reliable piece of car. Like, and it can be small. It don't have to be big. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. So she said, it might be time to trade this car in. I don't want to have any problem. You know, I've had the car for about 3 years and stuff, and you know, maybe time to trade in. I said, okay, so what you looking for? She said, I don't really care. I don't care about the color. I don't really care about the size. She didn't give me a picture to look at or anything like that. I said, well, baby, I'm gonna find you something good. Just make sure it got good AC and automatic, and it won't break down all the time. And I said, so I got my keys. I started heading towards the door, and then Peggy said, oh, and make sure it don't cost no more than $300 a month. No, $250 a month. I had my hand reaching for the doorknob. I pulled my hand back, took off my hat, put my keys back down on the counter. I said, baby, you had me almost. Those are 1980s and 1990s prices. I know if you haven't been car shopping in a while, you're thinking $250, $350, $400 maybe for a good car. That's how it used to be for me, $400 for a good car. Those days are long gone.
Listen, I'm finna age myself now. Listen, I remember when I first started working at AT&T back in the 80s, right? 80s. My goal was to get an IROC Z. Do y'all remember those cars?
Man, yeah.
IROC Z.
Yeah.
My friend had a red one with the yellow Z on the side. Now, that was a sports car, and it was only 10 grand. And I could remember my mother saying to me, oh, $10,000 for a car? Girl, you crazy. You acting like you rich. I wanted that car so bad, and the car note would have been like 300 and something, but that was back in the 80s, which would have been a big deal, right? And so I let her talk me out of getting my IROC Z because I wanted it so bad. I wanted that IROC. But she was just like, it was a waste of money, and I was young, and blah, blah. So I didn't get the car. And I'm like, cars, okay, it's been a few years since then. Why does a car know everybody I talk to when I ask about their car, because when I see, I don't ask strangers, but like your family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a nice car. How much are you paying for that? So my great nephew has a nice little car. And I was like, now see, that's the kind of car I need. $231 a month. Perfect. And she was like, yeah, but that's a 2014. And I'm like,
that's still pretty decent though. He got a good
that's
deal.
9 years.
That's
9 years. And so while I don't care about the car, that car is almost 10 years old.
That's too old for to be worry free. That's not a worry free range.
But and plus you don't know who had the car before you. Like they could tell you the Carfax, and I just don't believe it. So anyway, y'all, we're going to find your girl a car. I'm not going to rush.
There you go.
But I would like to find me a little nice piece of car. Like, we're not in a rush because for the summer, the car will probably just sit because we will still be doing several RV trips, and
Yeah.
I have my grandbaby. See, me and Cameron can go places and do stuff.
Yeah. You
I
can
know.
show her how to
But
drive.
okay, and I'm gonna tell you this. See, now that sounds good because I would treat her like she was my best friend. I'd be like, girl, get your jacket, get your coat, let's go. I can't drive in this Texas. I can't drive on the highway. I'm just being honest with y'all. It's very intimidating to me. And so the only way I'll go somewhere is if I could go on the little side street.
Well, we can go side streets all the way to the grocery store and everything that you go to right now. I can show you a little side street only path and stuff. But
Yeah.
my problem would be if you get turned around and you have to end up getting on the highway to get turned back around.
Oh no, I'm not getting on the highway. I'll stop traffic and back up. I'm not getting on the highway. But you know what I would do though, honestly, if I ended up on the highway, I would just get off at the first exit.
There you go.
Stay in the first lane and get off at the
There you
first
go.
exit. And I will then pray to God that it doesn't take me to one of them loops around the top.
Oh,
or
no,
nothing
no,
like,
no,
because
no.
I would lose it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I gotta get see, it's a lot of things I have to conquer.
Yeah.
But I need to learn how to drive in this traffic. And I'm gonna tell you, these people, they drive like they were late for work, even early on a Sunday. Like one lady, and it was a lady driving that shocked me. Donald, it was enough. It was a car length in between Donald and another car. And this lady driving this pretty nice sized SUV, she jumped in. It was just enough spot where Donald didn't have to press on his brakes for her to get in. And she was driving like it was no big deal. And I'm like, you cannot have road rage around here.
No, you cannot. I know good and well everybody who's looked into living in Houston, one of the first things you hear about is the traffic and the way people are driving.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that about St. Louis. I heard that about Atlanta. I didn't really believe
Well, see,
it.
I could drive St. Louis traffic.
You can drive St. Louis. And St. Louis, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
St. Louis wasn't bad at all. People were telling me about St. Louis, but it wasn't bad. Atlanta was just congested. Atlanta was very congested. Even when it's not congested.
And I've driven in Atlanta traffic when we lived in Savannah.
Yeah.
Well, when we lived in Augusta, I would have to go pick my kids up from the airport when they would come visit me because Donald was deployed. You were in Iraq, I think.
Yeah.
And I would have to go get my kids, from the airport, and that was like an hour and hour and a half, 2 hour ride.
2 hours.
2 hours. So I would drive the Atlanta traffic, but not all the way in it. But I would do it if I had to.
Yeah.
But St. Louis traffic to me is good because you're not going over bodies of water and there's no twisties.
Yeah.
It's just lanes and it's flat.
Yeah.
And you could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus, I lived there all my life, so I know if I need to exit on the left, I'm not going that way. Listen, when you're driving in that fast lane and you have to exit on that left and then you get off in the fast lane, ooh, baby, my nerves were shot to shingles.
Yeah, the left hand exit, the left lane exit, those are, I don't know who designed those.
Especially when it drops you off in the fast lane.
Yeah.
Like, because when my kids were little, I used to hate it. But anyway, we're going all the way around the corner to just tell y'all, look, your girl is about to look into getting a car. Like I said, I'm not going to rush into anything. I'm not going to be pressured. That's why we went and got our pre-financing, because I don't want any pressure. You know what I'm saying? I already got my financing, so all I have to do is go in and choose a car of the amount that I chose. Now, Donald is upset with the amount I chose because I'm going to be very limited.
Yes, she's going to be limited.
But I know what I can afford, because we don't want anything to interfere with this house buying process next year, you know, because we got to start getting really serious about home shopping no later than October. Right?
I'm ready to start looking at some places now because
we really should. Now, if we find a pre-build, then a house that's already built, then that's going to be perfect for us, because that process shouldn't take no more than 2 or 3 months to buy. It just depends on the situation, but if we're going to build, which is my goal, or we're looking for land and stuff like that, so we're going to take y'all with us. We ain't going to do all this talking. I know I'm talking too much today, but we're just going to be really busy. Really busy.
We got a lot of stuff going on for the next couple of weeks. So
I still want to find me a car. And I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't want to pay $30,000 for a car.
No, we're not gonna do that. We can find something. We can find something used.
I could get a 2-year-old car. Hey family, see, it didn't even take us but a minute. As soon as we got out the car, I found the car for me, right? The bad thing about it is, he thinks somebody's already purchased it or something, so he told us to look for something else. But if it's available, I didn't want to do it today, but I might have to do it. But let me show you what we're looking at. Y'all see can y'all see me in this?
You can see it. You'll sit better on the other side.
She is pretty. I like it. See, now Donald over here looking for himself. Look at him.
Let's keep looking at it.
I know, but why you keep coming over here?
Oh.
You looking at that?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that Hyundai Genesis over there.
Show it to me.
Okay, I'm going to show it to y'all. This is not one of the options, but it's just a beautiful car.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's gunmetal. $101,000.
All right, let's keep it.
Here's a 21 for 5,000 more.
5,000 more, you might as well get this one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's got leather seats.
Yeah, this is this is a better deal. Hey, what's going on, fam? So I'm inside the dealership right now. We originally looked at a 2016, but now we're looking at a 2021 Hyundai Sonata. Now, I was just talking to the salesperson. They say the cars come with 5 years, 60,000 mile warranty on everything, and a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty on the powertrain. So that being a 21, we still got 3 years left on the original manufacturer's warranty, so that's a good deal. That goes towards reliability. And of course, Pegi said she thinks it's pretty. So right now, I'm just waiting for the keys. If they can find the keys, then I'm gonna get inside. Pegi has already moved back towards the truck. It's starting. It's a stress level. There's a certain level of stress that comes with car shopping and stuff. So she's already back in the truck with DJ, keeping the truck cool for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and check the car out for her. All right, fam. Hey, fam. So we are back in the truck. There was a key issue, whatever else it is. We might be coming back. It just seemed a little bit kerfuffle, a little messed up right now because they got some construction going on. That's the reason they gave. So I don't know. So this is just the first stop.
Is that a Bentley?
That is a Genesis.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all, but they're doing construction right now. They're making a whole new building over here, and so I think some things got lost in the move.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like something, because he couldn't find a key for anything.
None of the used cars.
So we're gonna keep looking, and it is a sign to me. He can't find the keys. It's not meant for us to be here today. So we're gonna take that sign and we're gonna go.
There you go.
And we'll look for a car another day. Houston has so much
Everything
to offer. We haven't really gotten into doing a lot, but we're going to start exploring Houston once I get my granddaughter and my son, because we're gonna have to show them around and do some things. So we're gonna have to do some things with them too. But Donald found the Top Golf, and I think that'll be great for Donald because he wants to get back into golfing really bad.
That's right.
And I think that'll be a great thing for him.
I think we can go tomorrow because it's got half price Tuesdays tomorrow.
You should go.
I should go.
You should go.
You know what? No, I might just do that, fam. Y'all want me to bring y'all along?
I'm not a fan of golf. Now, I don't like any sport. I don't.
That's true.
But particularly
baseball and golf.
It's like watching paint dry. I've gone with Donald several times. I've even participated.
She's driven a golf cart. She's swung a couple clubs.
No, but I'm talking about at Top Golf.
Oh, at Top Golf.
I've gone to Top Golf with you. They have, but I will tell you what they do have. It's so good. The cauliflower, the breaded cauliflower, chicken. OMG, it is amazing. So if you ever go, you should try it. I might just go to get that.
You might just go for that purpose alone.
But we could just go to hang out if you wanted to, because we're trying to get our footing around this area. So, but anyway, we're gonna start exploring Houston a little bit more, and trying to bring you guys different things about Houston. Because when you talk to Houston, everybody talk about the price of living here, which is pretty high, and the traffic. But there's some beauty here, some culture here. It's a lot of other things
opportunities, a lot of things to see and everything here. So we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. So we need to reach out to the Merriweathers too.
Oh yeah.
So we can hang out with them just a little bit. I would like to hang out with them a little bit. That's somebody Donald served with.
Exactly. I deployed with them and everything. So yeah.
So once we get back, we'll reach out to them, and maybe they can take us places that we haven't been to and see some things we haven't seen yet. Because everywhere we go, we always flock to like the zoos or the museums or the aquarium. Yeah, those are our things because they're familiar. But we need to start bringing just something off kilter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They have I'm gonna tell you what they have, and I want to do it so bad, but they have street driving. So it's almost like a bumper car at night.
Okay. Oh, I think I saw that. It was like outdoor bumper cars or something.
Yeah, but and it looks really, really fun. And I was like, see, I'll do that when my son get here because I'll be outside my comfort zone, and I'll be willing to do some craziness with my son.
That's pretty adventurous.
A bumper car, Donald?
That's pretty adventurous.
Because I'm old?
No, because it's like got very, very few limitations. It's out there in the street, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll bring it to you next week. Well, not next week. Is it next week or the week after?
The week after.
The week after. But anyway, let's go explore.
We saw some beautiful homes out there in the woodlands area. We're just riding around, just looking around, being little looky-loos, I guess you want to call it. Yeah. And we ended up, we saw a Trader Joe's. Now, neither one of us have ever been to a Trader Joe's. But we saw it, we heard about it, and we decided we were going to go there. I'm going to tell you this, my first impression is, I like Trader Joe's.
He loved Trader
I love Trader Joe's. I mean,
it's no HEB, but it's still
I like Trader Joe's. If it was bigger, I would really love it, but it was a really nice place.
No, I think they made good use of the space that they do have because everything was pretty compact.
Yeah.
Like every space had its purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a full-fledged grocery store because I was looking for the big refrigerated cases that they have normally in stores. They don't have that. They just have it like counter side. And because I was looking, I'm like, well, they should have this, that, and the third because I've been watching videos of people going into Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And they had it, but they just had it like counter space, freezer, back when we were younger.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You
want me to come on?
There you go. I was trying to get you in the screen and
Okay,
stuff.
I'm in.
You all short and everything. Y'all ain't no thing with short, do you? No, she
I'm
ain't.
5'7". Donald is 5'11".
Did that like forward you?
You have your shoes on.
Okay. That's true. That's true.
He got his Easter shoes on.
But anyhow, but they had all kinds of stuff that you could hardly find any place else. We saw all kind of old style cookies and stuff. We saw seasonings for $1.99. We saw
organic. I think we got a few.
Yeah,
we're gonna show you what we
bananas,
bought.
25 cents and stuff like that. I just like.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Trader Joe prices are equal to or less than that of Walmart.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got. So I got the eucalyptus, right? I love the smell of eucalyptus. But you're supposed to hang this in your bathroom. It has a lot of health qualities to it. So I'm going to hang it in my shower and we'll see what that brings. But I love the smell of eucalyptus. Just leaving it in the truck, the whole truck smelled like eucalyptus. It didn't even take long. And I was like, oh, I love that smell. Because it smelled clean, fresh. Like I like a good, clean, fresh scent.
There you
right?
go.
And then they let Donald taste some of these chips.
Yes. I'm going to say this right here. Let me see the name so I can get it right. It is called Trader Joe's Patio Potato Chips. These are the very best chips I have ever had. No joke. Now, it comes with 4 flavors, but all flavors are in one bag.
Home-style ketchup, sea salt, vinegar, dill, delicious dill, and barbecue.
And barbecue, okay.
Okay, so you mixing all that in one.
All of them are mixed together. Delicious, super crunchy, super crispy. And so I tried the little cup, and I grabbed one of the little bags, like, don't even need to say less. I think I would say less. I just grabbed it bag, I threw it in the cart. Hey, then we getting these.
Yep.
So I got me some
He normally
chips.
doesn't do that.
No, I don't. You know, I don't just buy stuff on a whim.
All right, Donald, show them what else you bought, please.
Real Belgian waffles, $1.99. I don't even need to explain why. They were $1.99.
I got some Korean fermented red pepper paste. I like this on meat and pasta. It's really, really good to me because I like everything spicy. So you just put a little paste on there, give it a little spice. It lasts a good little while. Now Donald won't use it, so and this was only $1.99.
$1.99.
And it's a pretty nice
It's a good size little dish. It's not Whole Foods prices by a long shot.
Yeah. And then we got us some everything but the bagel seasoning. It was $1.99.
$1.99. You see it's a thing?
And I just thought this was, I don't know where I'm going to use this, but I'm going to figure out where I'm going to use it. But this is actual pickle seasoning, right? Pickle seasoning. It says seasoning in a pickle. Seasoning blend with a bite and tang of dill pickle flavor. So I don't know what I'm going to use this in, but I'm going to use it because I love everything about it. Now it's 0 calories. The sodium is, you would think it would be bad, but it's not as bad as you would think because the sodium is like 90 grams. And then Donald got him some Vermont.
That was a splurge. It's genuine Vermont maple syrup. I haven't had that. I had it once.
This was a splurge. This was $3, y'all. That was a splurge.
It was a Donald type splurge.
And then I found me some mushroom ravioli. So if you know me, you know your girl love a good mushroom. I love stuffed mushrooms too, the most. But I just thought this was pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
That'll be good. So we walked out of there with a bag, old grocery. It was a full bag actually. It was like $27.
$27.
Okay, so I got this
Gallia type melon. It says it's got a spicy, sweet flesh on the inside. So hey.
And it says it's from Honduras. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but
I believe it.
when I slice this, I'm gonna probably in the next video, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna slice it, and I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. So come back Thursday if you want to know what this tastes like. We're just too full right now to eat
Exactly, because yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start putting, Donald drives, I put the food away. So I'm gonna start putting the food away.
But I'm gonna say one thing else though about Trader Joe's. Cashiers. They had 8 registers and 8 cashiers. I don't know if you've been to the grocery store lately. That don't happen. And they was all smiling. This place was small, but it was packed, and it was getting people in and out with a smile. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Find everything you need. Thanks for coming. All that good stuff. They took the cart from you. You ain't got to unload your stuff into the thing. They take the stuff out the cart for you, ring it all up. Customer service, fam, in 2023. It still exists. It still exists. And before I go, I want to talk about the sandwiches we got. So after we left Trader Joe's, Peggy and I went over a place called Which. It's a sandwich place, superior sandwiches and stuff. So it was our first time there. Once again, customer service, greet us with a smile. Everybody's happy, everything. Nice, cool environment, everything. So you get a little card and you check which sandwich you want, anything special or whatever else you want to take away, add on, stuff like that. You get your little card here. And you can hand that card to the place. Now, the prices were like $8.95, $9.95 for a sandwich. It's toasted. It's a good size sandwich for a regular size sandwich. That price includes the chips, the good chips. The good chips, the same kind of chips they sell at Subway for $2.59 a bag. That's included in the sandwich price. Ring it up. They sit down, it goes to the toaster oven, another person assembles your sandwich, calls you out, put it in a little bag to keep it fresh. And if it's your first time there, you get a free drink. Here's a drink. Look at this. A big size plastic cup with a plastic lid and a plastic straw. I care about the environment too, but I like this old style, old fashioned everything. So it was a fantastic lunch. Peggy and I had a good time. We saw more of the Houston area, getting a better idea of where we want to live. The Woodlands is a more affluent area, and the houses we saw were very close together, so that's probably not going to be the way we go. But we'll talk about more about that later on. But good times had by all. So we had a pretty good day today.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I'll never let you down, let you down, let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby we got chemistry. Me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along.